You're welcome. Welcome and welcome again to another episode of Music Money, the show where we dive deep into the business of music and help independent artists navigate their path to success. I'm your host, Fresh Flavors, and today we are discussing a game changing topic, especially for my fellow African artists: the power and the importance of self recording. You see, Africa is not just the birthplace of the world's most vibrant culture, but also of its most diverse and rich music. We've got the rhythms, we've got the voice, we've got the instruments, we've got the stories. But for many independent artists, the challenge lies in something very basic, which is access. Access to professional studios, to engineers, and sometimes even the right technical knowledge isn't always readily available, especially in a rural or underserved area. So this causes a lot of issue, and that's why self-recording has become such a vital tool, a true game changer for African artists. Control over your sound. First up, let's talk about control. When you can record yourself, you have complete control over your sound. Think about that for a second. You are no longer at the mercy of a studio's schedule or the availability of an engineer. You don't need to rush to sessions or compromise your creativity because of time limits. That's freedom, my friends. That's freedom, my G's. You know what I'm saying? Recording on your own terms allows you to fully express your unique style and identity as an artist. No one's going to tell you to cut corners or to fit your sound into a box or whatever. You have the freedom to create music that reflects your own voice, your own culture, and your own vision. Your sound, nobody can dilute that. That's why being an independent artist means. Some of the biggest names in African music today, like Burna Boy, Nasty C, they started in humble setups using whatever tool they had available. They took control early on, owning their craft in an environment where they had full creative freedom. When you record yourself, you are not just laying down track, you are investing in your growth and your identity and your future. So, you know what I'm saying? So I can't put that through your head. So let's talk about affordability and accessibility. Let's talk about another big point, which is money. Look, studio time is very expensive. If you're just starting out as an artist, I know a lot of us in Africa, we don't always have the luxury of booking fancy studios. But here's the thing: technology today is a beautiful equalizer. With just a laptop, a decent microphone, and some basic recording software, you can create professional quality music right from your bedroom. So there really is no excuse when it comes to that in this day and age. The barrier to entry are lower than ever. You don't need $1 million studio to record something beautiful and amazing. All you need is a dedication, a willingness to learn, and the right tool to get started. So get up off your hustle game, put some money together and trying to get this basic equipment. By recording yourself, you are saving money. You are saving money that can be used for other aspects of your career, like marketing, visuals, or collaborating with producers and other artists. It gives you more control over how you allocate your resources and prioritize on your journey. You know what I'm saying? This is really um, a free advice. Another point I want to make is flexibility and experimentation. Now, this is something that I love very much personally, which is being able to be flexible. When you control your own recording process, you can experiment as much as you want. Ever had a melody at 2 a.m. You don't have to wait for studio hours to try it out. You can get in the zone, hit record, and go as long as you want. You know what I'm saying? You want to try a new vocal technique or experiment with some new sound effect, go for it. You want to layer multiple sound to create something new. You want to do it all at your own pace. There are no limitation when you record yourself. And this freedom To experiment is how true artistry evolves. You know what I'm saying? By experimenting, you are developing your sound. You are finding new ways to express your musical, yourself musically, which make your music stand out in the crowded marketplace already. You know what I'm saying? It's a no-brainer. The number 4 point I want to make is the ownership of your masters. Now, this next point is the most important. In today's music industry, ownership is everything. When you record yourself, guess what? You own your masters. And let me tell you, in this business, that's one of the most powerful position you can put yourself in. No questions asked. When you own your masters, you control how your music is being used, whether it is for distribution streamings, for syncing licenses for movies or commercials. You call the shots. That means you keep a bigger piece of the pie when it comes to revenue streams. You are not giving up control to a label or a producer. That's what owning your masters means. Master ownership gives you a long-term financial security. It ensures that as your music grows in value, so does your income on your terms. This is what will sustain your career for the long run. So let me leave you guys with this. To all my independent African artists out there, stop waiting for the perfect studio or for someone to give you a deal. The power is in your hands. By self-recording, you can control your sound, save money, and experiment freely. And most importantly, own your music. The future of African music belongs to those who are willing to take control and push boundaries. It's not on some music deal from America or Europe, you know. So that's it for today's episode of Music Money. Remember, it's not just about talent, it's about smart decision. And self-recording is one of the smartest moves you can make. If you found this helpful, make sure you like, subscribe, and share with your fellow artists. Fresh flavors, and until next time, keep making that music and making that money. And the future of African music is brighter than the sun.